What's going on? I'm going to be going over my top 5 new NES games that I played in 2020 on retro emulation handhelds. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe for more tech and gaming content. Now let's get into the list. For number 5, I have What Remains. This is a story adventure game that takes place in the 80s. It's 1986, you just came home from a skate session when a video game cartridge falls into your hands. Excited to find out what it contains, you visit your friend who just got a Nintendo for Christmas. You quickly insert the cartridge and a strange list of encrypted files appears. As the story unravels, your life in Sunny Peaks transforms dramatically, and you start to uncover a dark secret threatening everyone. It has definitely taken inspiration from things like Stranger Things and 80s shows. It has some pretty good music, and the story is fun and interesting. There's plenty of little jokes to catch throughout that poke fun at modern day. The gameplay isn't anything too innovative. It's basically just running around a city and talking to people, with puzzles and brick break minigames thrown in here and there. This one took me about 2 hours to beat and is one to check out if you're looking for some 80s story action. In the number 4 spot, I have From Below, which is a Tetris-like puzzle game where a Kraken has attacked your city and you're out of weapons. To continue your defense, you use the city itself as the stone walls are broken off and thrown down at the creature. It has a lot of classic features such as soft drops, hard drops, T-spins, and more. It has 3 different modes of play such as Kraken Battle Mode, where you battle the Kraken by clearing lines across the attacking Kraken tentacles. The tentacles push more blocks onto the screen every few seconds. There's Classic Mode, which is basically just Tetris without any new gimmicks. And then there's one of my favorite modes, which is the turn-based Kraken Battle Mode. It's similar to the Kraken Battle Mode, but instead of the Kraken attacking every few seconds, it only advances its tentacles every time you drop a piece, making every move count. This was released in 2020, which probably makes it the best feeling puzzle game on the NES. And it basically has infinite replayability because it's Tetris with some new game modes. The music in this one is pretty good too. This is one to check out if you're into Tetris or other puzzle games and want a refreshing take on it. Now for number 3, I have Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, which is a retro beat-em-up experience with big levels, big bosses, and dope combos. You start off by sabotaging a TV show, and you have to escape the mall while fighting security to get back to the quick stop. Doing so, you use combos, jumps, dash attacks, and more. The spray work is done very well, and the gameplay feels like old beat-em-ups with a bit more polish to it. You can swap between characters to let the other one regenerate health as you make your way through the level. You can use a variety of breakable weapons that you can steal from enemies, such as skateboards or hockey sticks. There are normal levels as expected with waves of enemies, and then a boss battle at the end. There are other intersections in the levels, such as a kart racing minigame. It also has a very good music track. This one is a fun one that released this year and is available on most consoles and PC as well. It takes around 4 hours to complete. It has 2-player multiplayer and is one to check out if you're into beat 'em ups. My number 2 spot is Micro Mages. Slip into your wizard robes and enter the Demon Fortress, home of great treasure and ghastly creatures alike. Shoot and wall jump your way up the fortress's tower and battle evil bosses lurking at the top. It's a really cool vertical platformer with shooting elements. It plays similar to something like Celeste, but you have an attack. The platforming feels great, and it's nice to have a wall cling to make it even more fluid. It has 26 levels to complete with 4-player multiplayer. There isn't much of a story here. It seems that you are just a mage fighting your way through a tower for some loot. The graphics look better than what the NES should be capable of producing, and it just looks amazing. The music is good in this one too. This is one to check out if you're looking for a fun and challenging platformer that feels very modern. Finally, for my number 1 spot, I have Flea. You play as Henry, the hyperactive Flea, and in this challenging platformer, you are continuously jumping as you make your way around a pack of animals, trying to overthrow the evil ruling king. There are over 80 levels to complete, and it has a vibrant art style that I find charming. Enjoy the quick but difficult levels that give you a good sense of progression. And I believe there are 8 boss stages included in the 80 levels to test your skills. The gameplay has you controlling the Flea's movement, but every time you touch the ground, you auto jump. You do have some control over this, as you can hit the A button right before you leave the ground to make it a short hop, which gives you more control. In my opinion, this game just gets better as it goes, as in the later levels, they're more challenging, but you eventually get an air dash that gives you a lot more control and makes the platforming just that much more fun. There are also a bunch of wacky characters to talk to throughout the game, with some pretty good humor. The music throughout the game is also fantastic. It was released this year and you can pick it up for $10. It's a refreshing take on the platforming genre that makes it feel like a new idea that works. It takes a couple hours to beat depending on how hard some of the levels can be to you. It's one to check out if you're looking for a fresh take on platforming. That was my top 5 new NES games. Let me know which one was your favorite and which ones I missed out on in the comments. If you want to check out more new retro games, I'll have a playlist linked in the description. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.